Welcome to another episode of the CIA Show. My name is Mike Glazer. I am the head of the CIA interns underneath the Denver airport. That's right, I'm coming to you live from underneath the Denver airport with all of the real news from America. So let's get into it because I'm tired of the CIA, the Central Intelligence actors in the Pentagon, lying to all of you. So here's the truth. Here we go. Donald Trump has torn down the east wing of the White House, and that's a great thing. He's going to be putting a ballroom in there, which means more space rentals for things like bar mitzvahs, cotillions, quinceañeras. Well, probably not quinceañeras because, well, no, actually, even more quinceañeras because that'll make ICE's job even easier. So it's a really good thing that we will have a ballroom in there. Attached to the ballroom is going to be a podcast studio. That's right. Donald Trump is tearing down the east wing of the White House for a ballroom and a podcast studio so that people like Donald Trump, Theo Vaughn, the Nelk Boys, and all the other greats can record their podcasts live from the White House where they can rent out the studio and we can run propaganda advertising directly through their podcasts finally. So now we'll be doing pharmaceuticals through Rogan's podcast. We'll be doing trucks. We'll be doing American flags, anything. The world's the limit. And then all that money from podcast advertising is going to go into Space Force because the space is the next frontier and we need to gobble up as much of the universe as possible. The universe is always expanding, so the more of it we can gobble up, the quicker we can gobble it up, the larger we're going to be and the more powerful America will be in the Milky Way. Rah, that's exciting stuff. Also, Trump is also tearing down the East Wing to look for the Epstein files. He knows that the American people are upset and somebody misplaced them. So he's tearing up the White House looking for them. Are they under a rug? Have they been thrown into a cabinet accidentally? Did someone take them home oopsie daisy style? So he's actually tearing down the East Wing to look for the files and hopefully they'll show up soon. So thank you to our king, president. Sorry, president. Also, the USDA, the USDA has announced that they are working with the fruit industry to infuse meat and fruits. That's right. Coming to you soon, medium rare nectarines, pears with Kobe beef marbling going through them, because this is America and America loves meat. And so if we can have meat in our fruit, why wouldn't we? So look for an apricot that has a ribeye bone in the inside instead of a pit. Really exciting stuff coming to us from the USDA and fruit industries working together. And taking a note from Tesla, we are going to start putting charging units in dogs' buttholes. If you've noticed dogs' buttholes pushing into your thigh, that's because they're charging up with love. And so with Tesla, we're going to be genetically mutating dogs' buttholes to charge quicker with more love so that they can love you more as soon as they push their butthole into your thigh. All the way up to 100, maybe even 110%. So we're really excited to have dogs charge up quicker in this new Q1 version of a dog. Excuse me. Chicago Pope announced his very first thing that he's doing. He is going to take the Pope before him and hang his robes in the Vatican's rafters. And every single Pope who died, they're going to hang the robes in the rafters, just like an NBA championship for the Lakers or whatever team you like. Really exciting. It just makes sense that a Chicago Pope, who is probably a Chicago Bulls fan, is taking a page from Michael Jordan's era and hanging Pope robes in the rafters of the Vatican as a way to say, we see you, God loves you, and thank you for your service. That's really, really cool stuff. Um, a warning coming to us from the FDA. Ayahuasca, it seems, has been used in a lot of places by a lot of people who don't know what they're doing. And the danger of that is you get deep inside yourself on an ayahuasca trip and realize you suck. And so, if you're going to do ayahuasca, you got to go somewhere where a tribesman can get you on the other side of that. Otherwise, you might go down a rabbit hole and realize you're kind of a piece of shit. And that's not what ayahuasca is about. Ayahuasca is about loving yourself and accepting yourself and not being like, dang, dude, I wish I was different, but I'm never going to change. I hope that helps. What else is happening? Oh, murder is skyrocketing in this country, and we need your help as citizens. Every single day, you're walking past murder clues and you don't even know it. We need citizen detectives to start looking around and being like, is that a clue? Is that a clue? Is that a clue? Instead of walking past all these clues. Our hands are full, and we need citizens to start solving these cases for us. So think about how many murder clues you're walking past every single day and start to take responsibility for those clues and call them and start solving murders. We need your help. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. MK Ultra is a good thing, and we are tired of all of you saying it was a bad thing. Okay? If it was bad, then why would we make LSD and acid illegal? If we wanted to control your brains, wouldn't we make acid and LSD legal? That way we could mind control all of you? Give me a break. We made it illegal because we love you and our citizenry deserves to have open minds that have free will. MK Ultra was nothing more than a couple of scientists trying a couple of different things on a couple of willing participants, and it all worked out fine. So please drop the idea that MK Ultra had anything to do with mind control or the Charles Manson murders or some kind of underground sycophant way to dissolve the hippie population during the Vietnam War. It wasn't any of that. It was a couple curious scientists doing their best to learn the effects of LSD and then make it illegal to save American citizenry from the dangers and destruction of drugs. You're welcome. Stop it. Grow up. Sorry, I get heated. I think that's it. I think that's all for now. Thank you all. Um, this was a hard one, but it's because I love our country. If you like what you heard here, subscribe, like, leave a comment, share, and I'll see you next time. As always, don't forget to buy something. Take care.